The rise and fall of Nokia, the full narrative. In the early 2000s, one company completely ruled the planet. Nokia? They didn't just build phones. They defined the modern digital world. With over 40% market share, it was mathematically impossible to imagine a world where Nokia wasn't at the absolute top. Yet, in less than 4 years, this $300 billion empire completely evaporated into thin air. How does the absolute king of technology completely miss the future? The answer isn't that they lacked innovation. The answer is much darker. It was a toxic combination of corporate arrogance, internal terror, and a fatal software illusion. While Nokia engineers were busy celebrating their historic dominance, a secret storm was brewing deep within their software department. They were running on an ancient operating system called Symbian, a clunky, slow software engine never meant for the touchscreen era. When the revolution hit, Nokia's leadership made a desperate, panicked decision that sealed their fate forever. Here is how it happened. To understand the collapse, we have to look at Nokia's core philosophy. They believed hardware was king. They built the most indestructible, reliable physical devices the world had ever seen. If you dropped a Nokia, the floor broke. But in January 2007, Steve Jobs walked onto a stage and changed the rules of the entire game. Apple introduced the iPhone. At first, Nokia's leadership publicly laughed at the iPhone. They called it a flimsy toy that couldn't even survive a basic drop test. But behind closed doors, panic was setting in. Nokia realized their ancient Symbian operating system couldn't handle web browsing or apps. Writing a simple piece of new software code on Nokia's platform took weeks, whereas Apple developers could build beautiful apps in days. This created a culture of fear. Middle managers were terrified of telling the truth to the top executives about how bad the software really was. So, they lied. They told the board that everything was on track, hiding the fact that their software platform was a sinking ship. In a final, desperate move to save themselves, Nokia abandoned their software entirely and partnered exclusively with Microsoft's Windows Phone. It was a disaster. The ecosystem had zero apps, developers ignored it, and consumers completely abandoned the brand. By 2013, Nokia's mobile division was completely dead. It was sold off to Microsoft for a mere fraction of its original historic value. But wait, how did a company with billions of dollars in cash, elite global talent, and the world's best supply chain lose everything so fast? The truth is, Nokia didn't fail because they built bad phones. They failed because they refused to change their identity. They saw themselves as a traditional hardware company, totally failing to realize that the future of mobile was actually about software and ecosystems. During the final press conference announcing the sale of Nokia, the CEO famously uttered a line that shook the business world. "We didn't do anything wrong, but somehow, we lost." And that is the ultimate warning of the tech world. If you don't actively disrupt yourself, someone else will gladly do it for you. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown insightful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the world of tech. See you in the next one.